First off, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, this your brother DeWad Bar from the branch of GMS here in Chicago. Coming right back at you with a little lesson in as you see on my phone screen here, I got GMS Kansas City Priest, the brother Martha Lawyer, and the title of his video is Civil Unrest Will Be in the Streets of America Very Soon. I only listened to a couple of minutes of the video because the brother had stood up here and said that he wasn't sure if he could confirm whether this guy was telling the truth about Texas banning Biden off the ballot. But I did find quite a few articles on it, so I'm going to bring those articles out just to sit up here and give confirmation to that brother, you know, to what this guy is saying on screen. I'm going to let it play, and then I'm going to grab a few of those articles, and you go grab a few scriptures. I ain't going to make this long, but just a little bit of a quick response to the brother. So here it is.
Off the ballot. OMG. Texas has sent the message to Colorado. Woo-hoo-hoo. Smoke is in the air. All right, if you ain't up on the news, Colorado tried to take Trump off the ballot, so Trump had to appeal it to the Supreme Court. So Texas turned around and say, okay, you want to play that game? Well, we taking Joe Biden off the ballot. Yes, they did. They took taking Joe Biden off the ballot because they say Joe Biden is guilty of treason. They saying Joe Biden is letting the borders overflood, just letting illegal immigrants run through the border like water, which is putting American citizen lives in jeopardy.
This is what happens when you have a bunch of gossiping ass Jakes, man. You know, this is what happens when Jake gets online and wants to get attention. Nonetheless, the information he's giving out is I will gravitate to the fact that it's true. I haven't looked up another source, and but through the spirit, I can see this very well happening. But I can tell the information that he has is very limited. He just basically repeating what he heard. So we have to double check. And I would double check to see if there's any sources on this, man, because you can't really trust a guy like this for real. But anyway.
So with that being said, I'm going to sit up here and say, hey, look, I looked into it for the brother, and it checks out. As a matter of fact, even there's a few comments that sit up here and said one of the guys said he's from Texas and what he's saying is true. But with that, man, I'm going to go ahead and get the stories for him. So this MSNBC top story. Texas Lieutenant Governor floats taking Biden off the state ballot. The Colorado Supreme Court's ruling that Trump is ineligible for presidency has elicited some odd reactions from Republicans, including Vivek Ramaswamy. This article came out December 2023 at 12:57 p.m. Eastern Time by Clarissa John Lim. Shortly after Colorado Supreme Court issued its bombshell ruling that Donald Trump is disqualified from the state's GOP primary ballot, Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick suggested doing the same to the president, Joe Biden, over immigration. On Tuesday night, Patrick told Fox News host Laura Ingraham, "Seeing what happened in Colorado tonight, Laura makes me think, except we believe in democracy in Texas. Maybe we should take Joe Biden off the ballot in Texas for allowing 8 million people to cross the borders since he's been president, disrupting our state far more than anything anyone else has done in history." And with that being said, man, I'm gonna sit up here and it was another one I went after too. Not just that one. It was here it is. I'm gonna go to the other one just to get a few of them. This is from the Salon. This says Texas Lieutenant Governor threatens to ban Biden from ballot as revenge for Colorado Trump ruling. Maybe we should take Joe Biden off the ballot in Texas for allowing 8 million people to cross the border. It's written by Tatiana Tendapoli, staff writer, published December 20th, 2023, 10:37 a.m. And it reads, Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick on Tuesday threatened to cut President Joe Biden from his state ballot in retaliation to Colorado Supreme Court ruling that axed former President Donald Trump from that state's 2024 presidential race for his conduct on January 6th. Patrick expressed the view on Fox News, offering a justification for the potentially unprecedented action of host Laura Ingraham as a response to Biden's border policies, according to the Daily Beast. The only factor holding him back, Patrick explained, was the Texans believe in democracy. I'm just going to read this a little part. Seeing what happened in Colorado makes me think, except we believe in democracy in Texas, maybe we should take Joe Biden off the ballot in Texas for allowing 8 million people to cross the borders since he's been president, disrupting our state, Patrick said. The lieutenant governor's comment followed shortly after the Colorado Supreme Court decided to boot Trump from the state's ballot for engaging in the insurrection by participating in January 6th Capitol riot, an action that, per the 14th Amendment, would make him ineligible for presidency. So I ain't going to read no more of it, but I just want to sit up here and back up what the guy was saying on his video, and also sit up here and said that the lieutenant governor is petitioning for banning it. So I'm not sure if it hasn't been banned yet, but he's surely petitioning it to be banned due to what what he says Biden is doing to the country by letting the illegal aliens, as they say, cross the border, the migrants. So with that being said, hey, I'm just going to grab a few scriptures. It ain't going to be that much, but I'm going to grab a few scriptures. And this is just to back up what the brother, the priest, not the lawyer, was saying. I've been bringing out Isaiah 19 for quite some time, and that's going to be one of the main things. But I'm going to go to Matthew chapter 24. So like in Matthew chapter 24, because this is what's going to happen. And now, like I said, I didn't look at the whole video. I caught that part, and I was like, you know what? Let me go and take a look and check and see if I can find something on this. And it's like, and I found it. So I didn't look at the whole video. So I might bring out a few scriptures that the brother brought out. But this is Matthew 24. And I'm going to start at 5. For many shall come in the name, you know what? I'm going to start at Matthew. This is Matthew 24 and 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of the coming of thy coming and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And you seeing that happening a lot. A lot of false prophets out there, especially a lot of ones that know they Israelites, coming with all sorts of bullshit, crazy names and all sorts of stuff. I'm just thinking of the two guys that was in GMS, I want to say maybe a year or so ago, and they came out with this new name, Grand Marker, whatever they came out with. I don't know where they pulled that out from. They pulled that out of their ass, calling the Heavenly Father Yahweh that crazy ass name. But these motherfuckers coming out of the woodworks, man. Straight coming out of the woodworks with this false ass shit. But this is Matthew 24 and 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And you're about to have these nations against nations, but you're going to have these kingdoms against kingdoms. Esau about to be against Esau, and that's pursuant to Isaiah 19 and 2. And these Egyptians about to go up against each other. And what the brother was saying is that civil war is coming, because now you see these states sitting up here, having differences. The Democrats and Republicans having differences with each other, and where they're doing it on as far as in the political side, you got these motherfuckers, Southern motherfuckers, and all these other motherfuckers who are going to be going at each other. And that's going to turn into a violent protest, because, man, when have you ever seen two groups of people, even at these football games and stuff, it get violent. Motherfuckers get to fight. So how much more with this shit that when they see their world collapsing, when they see their country collapsing, you're going to see nothing but violence, pure violence out here on the streets. And then guess what? That's going to bring in that martial law, man. We got to bring in the troops. And guess what? Those same immigrants that they talking about are going to be the same immigrants that's going to be sitting up here, some of the martial troops that's going to be coming in, breaking in your doors and shooting you. And that's what's about to start happening, man. And like I said before, the brother might get some of the same, scriptures that I might get. I didn't look at the whole thing, But with that being said, I'm going to grab a couple of more. And I'm quite sure you probably grabbed this one. And second Esdras, every brother is pulling second Esdras. 15, 16, 9. You got that, Matthew 20. You got all the scriptures, all these scriptures, but yeah, here it is. This second it is 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draw nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And you're about to see woe means destruction. And it's about to come, man. Hey, 2024 could be one hell of a year, man. Could truly be one hell of a year, man. And that's just being spoken of just real. 2024 could be the year of a lot of fucking destruction, a lot of death, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering. Hey, everything, anything and everything that you could think of, it could come, man, in that year alone, man, in the next year. And it's right around the corner, but that insurrection, sedition among men, they ain't gonna give a fuck about. You're gonna have each other, and let me go take a step back. You're gonna have mother fighting against each other, the have and have nots. You're gonna have the southern people because you're gonna have them fighting against each other over this, over the ballots, over because they truly believe in their heart that that they vote counts when it doesn't. You're being is delusional. They already know who they're gonna have as a president. You ain't picking shit. But these people truly are under the delusion or however you want to put it, that they picking something, man, and they not. And you're gonna have motherfuckers fighting over this, over a country that's just to throw you under the bus, But we can't wait, man. We hoping this happen real quick. This second Esdras 15 and 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to, and that's gonna be that martial law. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And you know what? I'm just gonna read the next. And a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulations. All that's coming. And these scriptures is gonna be. We're gonna keep on shooting these scriptures out, spitting these scriptures out, man, into that famine of the word, because that famine is coming. Soon you motherfuckers gonna be praying to hear this word when all hell break loose, and you ain't gonna hear it. It's gonna be too goddamn late. Gonna be too goddamn late, man. But this shit is coming, man, and people just don't get it, man. People don't understand that these prophecies are coming hard, and stuff like this is going to get it started. So with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hope for that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, I always say stay prayed up, brothers. Pray for each other because we're almost up out of here. So with that, I'd like to say Kwam Yasharella and Anya Habatham Akim. Shalom.